All right. We finally made it, man. We finally made it to Saturday. We finally made it to AEW Collision. We finally made it to the return of CM Punk. This Saturday, AEW Collision making its grand debut, man. Chicago, Illinois. All these months of speculation as to will he show up, will he won't show up, is he still with the company, is he not, will he be able to work with the Young Bucks, what's going on with that whole situation. We're finally getting something. We're finally gonna get some CM Punk, man. And I know CM Punk is really polarizing. Some people are really ride or die for CM Punk. Other people, not so much, man. A lot of people aren't feeling him. But at the end of the day, he's back. And we're going to see a brand new show from AEW, which is AEW Collision. And in this video, I'm going to talk about some of the things that I would like to see from this new show. So if that's something you're into, man, make sure you leave a like on the video. Also, if you're new, go ahead and subscribe, ring the notification bell, let you know when I post more content. Hit me up on Twitter, TikTok, all the social media stuff. Hit me up with the community post, man. And let's get into it, man. Let's get into the 5 things I would like to see from AEW Collision. And the first thing I would like to see is a new presentation. Something different, something that separates AEW Dynamite from AEW Collision. Something that makes it feel like these are totally different shows. This is something you definitely got to check out. It's something that makes it more appealing to the eye, something that makes it must-see TV, something maybe like a new stage. Now, will they do this? I'm not sure. I don't know if they're going to do a new stage or just use the Dynamite stage. I hope they go with a different stage because like I said, man, it just makes it feel like a different show, like it's its own thing as opposed to it being Dynamite on a Saturday with just a different ring apron and different screens and everything. Do something that's going to make it different. Do something kind of how back in the day, how Raw had its own set and SmackDown had its own set. Don't be like WWE now where everything looks the same. It's just like this is WWE red and this is WWE blue. You know what I'm saying? Just do something that's gonna make it different. Also, something that AEW Collision could possibly do. As much as I like Excalibur, as much as I like Taz, Tony Schiavone, maybe it might be time for a different commentary team. Maybe you can have someone else on commentary. Maybe someone like Big Show, Paul White, maybe Nigel, Caprice, somebody different. Even maybe bringing somebody different like a Mauro Ranallo. Maybe have Jim Ross on commentary. I don't know. Something that's gonna make it feel like its own show. Another thing I want to see from Collision is make it feel important. Do not let this shit feel like AEW Rampage. Please, for the love of God. When Rampage first started, it was like, okay, this is something cool because you got cool matches like Kenny Omega versus Christian Cage. You got to see the return of CM Punk. And it was cool for a little bit, and then Rampage fell all the way off. I remember like one of the big fall off points for me is when Rampage just became the Trustbusters show. And no disrespect to these people as talent, but the Trustbusters as a group absolutely sucked. It was something that nobody wanted to see on television. Nobody wanted, in the crowd wanted to see. No, you know what I mean? And then, like, sometimes you do have an episode of Rampage that'll catch your attention. Like, okay, I gotta check this out for this match. Or it's a whole bunch of matches on there you want to see. But for the most part, Rampage did not feel like must-see TV for the longest time. And it still doesn't feel like must-see TV. That's what I do not want for Collision. Because you got this new TV deal, you got more TV time. Make it feel important. Give people a reason to say, okay, so I either have the options of doing something else with my time on Saturday or checking out Collision, you know what I mean? Make Collision feel important. Do not make this shit feel like Rampage. Please. A good way to do that is featuring some different wrestlers. And it kind of goes back to this whole brand split thing. And I'm kind of mixed on the whole brand split because on one hand, it's more Collision provides more television time for different wrestlers to be showcased, and that's a good thing. But if what I'm hearing is true, and this whole soft brand split is just because this wrestler doesn't want to wrestle on this show, or I don't want to work with this person, that's soft. You know what I mean? Do it for the right reasons. Do it to feature more wrestlers. Like a Ricky Starks, like a Powerhouse Hobbs, like Sean Spears, who I forgot works there, right? He was advertised for one of the shows in Canada. I'm like, bro, Sean Spears still works here? The last time I saw him, he was being featured in the Bullet Club feud with Ricky Starks, and that only lasted a week. Do the brand split for the right reasons, and that's to focus more talent, not just because, Sammy Guevara doesn't want to work with Eddie Kingston. I'm just using this as an example. Or the Young Bucks don't want to work with CM Punk or whatever, man. Just do it just to focus on more talent. And in doing that, you can do things like have more than one women's match on a show. It is still ridiculous how in 2023 we get multiple women's segments, but you only get one women's match on an episode of Dynamite. That's crazy. NXT can do it, SmackDown can do it, Impact can do it. All these shows are 2 hours and they can feature more than one women's show or more than one women's match. I'm still failing to understand how AEW hasn't been able to do this. Rampage has even been able to do it, and it's only a 1 hour show. That is crazy. Use this opportunity to feature more talent, including the women, man. The women do deserve to have more than one match, and in doing that, you make the women feel more important. You make them feel like they're an important part of the show. You know what I'm saying? Do stuff like that. And the final thing that I do hope we see on Collision, yes, I did mention the fact that this feels like the CM Punk show, but at the same time, you can't forget the E in AEW, and that's the Elite. So it would be cool if you did see the Elite pull up on an episode of Collision. Same thing with seeing CM Punk pull up on an episode of Dynamite. At the end of the day, these are all AEW wrestlers. They all wrestle for AEW. So even if it is a soft brand split, quote unquote, even if you are focusing on different wrestlers on different shows, you still have the main stars that are part of AEW. Your Jon Moxleys, your Young Bucks, your Kenny Omegas, your Adam Pages, your CM Punks. All these people are still under the AEW umbrella, you know what I mean? So brand split or not, it's still cool to see, okay, CM Punk's gonna be on this episode of Dynamite. Okay, now this episode of Dynamite becomes must see. Kenny Omega's gonna wrestle Takeshita on Collision in Greensboro. I hope that would be pretty cool because I'm gonna be at the Greensboro show, so that would be pretty awesome. That becomes more must see. People are gonna want to pull up to see that. It makes the show feel important. So brand split, no brand split, soft brand split, hard brand split, medium brand split. Maybe it's a brand split, I don't know. Maybe it's a banana split. Who cares? Feature your talents on Collision. Make Collision feel important. Hopefully there's a new presentation, including staging and commentary. You know what I'm saying? Do something that's gonna make the show feel like must see. Because you're already facing an uphill battle with the fact that it is a Saturday show. It's a show that's being featured on Saturday night, a night where a lot of people are going out, either it's to go on dates or go to hang out with their friends, go to the movies, whatever the case may be. So you have to do everything in your power to make AEW Collision feel like an important show. But I would love to hear you guys' thoughts. What do you think would help make AEW Collision feel like an important show? Are you going to be watching it? Will you watch it live on Saturday? Will you catch up on it Sunday or sometime on another day? Let me know in the comment section below. Of course, as always, like, comment, subscribe. You guys take care. Be easy. I'm out. Peace.